Growing up, I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time in CYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life with Prison Talk.
What's up, everybody? Big Herc, Prison Talk. You tuned into another episode of one of the dopest shows on YouTube. We want to say thank you for subscribing to our channel, and for all you guys who have been there when we only had 1,000-something subscribers, and now we're at over 210,000. We really appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys tell your friends and subscribe. Hit the bell so that you guys don't miss an episode. Also, subscribe to our Patreon, our Twitter and Instagram, which is FreshOutSeries. And check out our website, FreshOutSeries.com. We got some cool shit on there. Wig splitter t-shirts, we got hats, we got a lot of shit. Had a question from one of our viewers. Hey, Big Herc, with all the recent news regarding Bill Cosby going back to court, what do you think will happen if convicted of the alleged crimes? Bill Cosby, he got away the first time. I think it was a hung jury, but now they're retrying him, and they've had numerous women take the stand saying that Bill Cosby had drugged them and basically raped them. Now, I've heard that this was a common occurrence back in the day at a lot of these old parties, in Hollywood. Guys would drop shit in these women's drinks or give them stuff, and, knowing that it would knock them out, and that's something that they got off on. Bill Cosby, because he talked so much shit about, like, black people and what they weren't doing, and he was so self-righteous, it's almost like ironic that it comes back that he was raping all these women, man. It's like, this is America's dad, and he was doing more than, stirring up the Jello pudding. He was doing a little extra, when he was doing a hey, it's the Fat Albert show, Bill Cosby was a motherfucker, he'd been better off to, kind of staying under the radar and not speaking like he's holier than thou. But nonetheless, hey man, the man has, he has a right to defend himself. And, for the amount of women who are claiming that he did what he did, and I know there's other men that have done the same thing. He wasn't the only one. Somebody gave him the game, but it doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right that he, just tries to justify it by, we were, just hanging out or whatever the case may be, because I'm sure a lot of these women would have let him bust the cheeks without the drugs. I mean, Bill, you're one of the the greatest comedians of all time, an entertainer. Why couldn't you just spit game, man, and have him, give you the cooter, man? You didn't have to, drug him to take take the pussy, man. I'm quite sure they would have let you have, fuck, and they could have been awake while you were fucking, rather than you fucking just a limp body. I don't get that. I don't get that. And a lot of people are going to talk shit. Oh, Big Herc, you're going in on Bill Cosby. I mean, dude, 30-something women, man, it's like, motherfucker, come on, man. You know that he was doing some shit, and he was knocking them out, and he was fucking them while they were passed out. He did it to lesbians. He did it to models. He did it to actresses. He did it to wannabe actresses. He did it to news reporters. He did it to everybody, and he was probably doing it with his homies. But the bottom line is, he's the one who got fingered out. So now he's got to, face the music. Being that, he's an OG, he'll probably he's going to get a pass in there like OJ got a pass. Ain't nobody going to fuck with Bill, and he wouldn't have nothing to worry about even if he did have to do time, but I don't think it's likely he will do it, but who knows? Phil Spector, he's in prison, He beat it the first time and got convicted the second, so, he's in prison. So we don't know, anything could happen with Bill. But, as an OG, I don't think he'll have a lot of issues. But, yeah, man, he didn't have to go about that process to bust cheeks, Bill, I think it was more of a almost a power situation for him to take advantage of the women the way he did. And, you know, it's something else when somebody gets off on drugging women to take the pussy. You know, that's some other shit, man. I ain't never even entertained that thought, you know? So I don't know what makes a person get off like that, but yeah, OG cheek busting, drugging Bill, you know, if he does get convicted, man, I don't know if he'll last too long up in there, as far as not because of the other prisoners, but because of his health, because he's looking pretty bad, you know. And hey, man, all those years, man, it's just catching up to you, you know. I mean, you were, you know, essentially committing a crime when what you were doing. So he's got to face the music, you know, and we'll see what happens.
Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. Exclusively at FreshOutSeries.com.